Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. My name is Corey Olsen, the Tolkien professor, joined as always by my friend Gryfflet, who is here in the dungeons of Naerband. Now, the bad news is that I find myself in the dungeons of Naerband, and it's been 3 weeks in real time, and I, I'm gonna have a hard time remembering this floor plan and where I've been and where I've not been. But the good news is that I see that I very sensibly finished off all of those quests on the other floors. So I think, just looking over my quest list here, it looks like the only thing I have left to do is to talk to Akhrûn, who's right there, whom I just found, and that will presumably start off a bunch of other things and I'll get lost. But we're doing okay. And of course, I couldn't help but notice Gryfflet is in a sort of truly lamentable state of mismatched cosmetics here. This tunic that he's wearing, what is this? Hauberk of the Towers, which looks like a sort of Gondorian leisure suit, right? Is rather peculiar when mixed with his spiky armored shoulders and gloves and helmet. But it's fine. It's fine. So we'll see. Because what are those? Those are, let's see, Pathfinder and those are Conquerors, and that's Expeditioners. So they're all mismatched. It's just like he barely has any matching gear at all anymore. Mordor has taken... So the Rohan cosmetics were awesome. Like a uniquely designed set for every portion of Rohan that you went through, and you could complete the set by doing all the quests. It was the best ever. And then in Gondor, you could do the same thing, except it was disappointing because they all looked exactly the same, pretty much. So that was like letdown number one. But now in Mordor, it's just total chaos. Like, as you go through and do everything in order, you're getting eclectic bunches of everything from everywhere, and nothing matches. And, poor Gryfflet, who is trying to, wear the cosmetics he is given appropriate to the area, ends up looking like a clown. But, hey, that's the way of it. All right, so Akhrûn was recaptured, and we're going to do something about that. Okay. Oh, hey, Phil, you're hearing me okay now, right? Audio coming through? All right, just want to check and make sure that all is well here. Okay. All right. Yeah, so Phil, one of my problems, though, is that since I've been getting them here and there all over the place, I haven't been keeping them. When I've been replacing them, I've been, doing the upgrades in the hope that they would be transitioning to a new set, but it keeps not doing that. So, because I'm not going to, waste my inventory or even my vault space, and, trying to hoard Pathfinder gear until I finally have a complete set. All right, come on, people. It's fine. Mismatched is the style. It's Mordor. You can't expect high fashion, right? All right. Put any of them in my wardrobe? No, not really. First of all, I haven't actually used my wardrobe in a long time. But anyway, like I said, I didn't initially. I didn't even suspect that would be a thing, because normally, again, I'd gotten them all at once, or at least in one set for each area, or even maybe one set over 2 areas or something like that. So yeah, no, I've already ditched a bunch of it because I didn't even think it was going to be relevant. Anyway, whatever. But hey, everybody, welcome back. So good to be back with you guys again. I've been away. I haven't been able to do any of my other broadcasts this week, but I wanted to make a point of doing Gryfflet because I have not been able to do Gryfflet in weeks already. So anyway, Akhrûn, let's go. Oh, we've got an instance right off, huh? No, they are coming for us. Okay. Are they? We may have to do something.
Thraknûl, The chief torturer of Naerband has locked his prison fortress and looks to capture anyone disobeying his twisted laws.
Okay. Thraknûl, the chief torturer. Okay. I'm defending myself. Okay. Right, this is where we've got a bunch of troll prisoners sitting around. Defend myself from what? Oh, here we go. Were you expecting to find somebody? Like maybe me? Oh, I didn't see that coming, did ya? Oh, that worked. Let's try that again. They're gonna come run down. There we go. And they even stay looking, you know, the wrong way appropriately. Okay. So here we are, defending ourselves. What is wrong with my... Like my arrow keys aren't taking me in the right way here. Okay. Great. Got a berserker over here. I should probably have focused my strikes or something. It's fine. Okay. Am I still defending myself? Yes, I am. Ah, it's Thraknûl. What's he doing? What's he yelling at? Let events transpire. Now that you are awake, you poor excuse for a burglar I can... What, he captured me? What, by yelling? Where is the enjoyment of torturing when the victim cannot witness the pain? Okay. I shall devise torment in you, unequaled in any of the ages of the world. Okay. Alright. Now, where to begin? Who there disturbs my session? Urudanî, alright. Ah, Urudanî, you are truly Lord Sauron's gift to Naerband. You embody his masterwork of death and ruin. What may I do for you on this day? Yes, I was just torturing this filth who entered Naerband unbeknownst to me. What is she communicating telepathically? A trifling matter. I suppose there are more important tasks. I know you seek more flame wraiths, Urudanî, my gift of flame and fire. What a sweet tongue this guy is. Yes, I will put this hobbit in a cell and deal with the filth later. These are not the hobbits you were looking for. You have my devotion, for in Sauron's death, you have come to me. That's more than I wanted to know. Okay. Fire is truly the greatest tool in torment. It seems we must delay our session. This is the first sweet-talking orc I've ever seen. Hobbit, I am the Warden of Naerband, the greatest of Lord Sauron's prisons. You shall never forget that, for you shall never escape. Okay. You shall never escape, and then my first quest is escape. Okay. What do we got? Where are we? Right. Oh, I think we're in one of those cells behind, like, the magic doors. So I just need to wait for somebody to come and do that quest and let me out? Okay. It's a pretty big cell. Okay. Well, opening the door didn't work. Let's see. Okay. I'll keep exploring here. Let's see. Can we, oh. There's an odd brick, is there? I'm collecting the odd brick. An old scrap of metal. Okay, somebody's shiv or something. Okay. All right. Oh, no. No. Now I've got the lock. Picking the lock that's 3 feet over my head. Almost worked. Oh, yeah. We're so back in action. Oh, no. Now I've got to find Akhrûn again. Hopefully she's nearby. Is she nearby? Is she back down where she was? And where was that? I seem to remember descending stairs. Okay, so I'm gonna go... Oh, no, sorry, that's a dead end. Okay. Yeah, this is where my my poor memory of the layout of this place is going to be a challenge. All right, so there were stairs in one of the little alcoves around this room if I don't get trapped behind barrels. No, can't get in over there. Oh, there's stairs up. I don't want stairs up though, do I? Yeah, Phil, I try not to imagine doing this without stealth and having to fight everything and everybody. I never cease to be grateful for the ignorant decision that I made to create a burglar for this stream. I did it literally not knowing what I was doing because I'd never played a burglar before. That's literally why I chose to make Gryfflet a burglar, was because I'd never played a burglar, and I was like, well, that seems like fun. I'll do a hobbit burglar. That seems thematic and everything. But boy. Okay, so this is where I came from. And this is the northern end of this big room, but I think I just have to get out of the room. But yeah, that decision has exactly, Edith. It's the fact that it is clearly the iconic Hobbit class was, you know, definitely appealed. Okay, oh, so I'm downstairs now. Is that good? I think that's good. There she is. Hooray. Okay. Oh, and you have a sword too. Well, see, that's because they didn't take my weapons away either. They're pretty confident around here.
The world is changed.
Thank you, Gryfflet. Quickly, we must escape. There is not much time. Follow me. Oh, happily. Except you're going to fight everybody the whole way. Oh, you got that healing thing going on now. Oh, that's so vexing. Alright, so we're escaping. What level are these guys? But this is a dead end, isn't it, Akhrûn? No, we're going down through the fire, huh? Okay, didn't know that was possible. So, glad you led this way. I would not have guessed that.
What would you?
This passage leads through an old culvert. No one seems to know it exists, including me. Wonderful. Let us not stay here another moment. The passage to outside is not far. Oh, right. I was still in the instance the whole time. Oh. Look at this. Am I not in the instance? I'm not in the instance anymore. Okay. Here we are. Where are we? Oh. Okay, I'm on the far side. Okay. I'm not going to worry about... I was just confused for a moment about this arrow down here in Urudanî because I thought I'd done all the quests in the camp there. But it looks like that one is the... It's the scouting one and the complete quests in Naerband, as I assume. So I'll just carry on with what I'm doing and then see what happens. Okay, Akhrûn. On the edge of the secret footpath through the mountain, we were ambushed by a group of Rashai. They are working for Thraknûl, no doubt. The Uruk must have caught wind of our victory at Urudanî and went searching for us. I bargained with the orcs to let my people go. In return, I would give up my own life and Thraknûl could do as he wished. At the time, I did not think he would still be in Naerband. I will go return to my people now. They need someone to guide them. Many of the Nûrnhath have never tasted freedom. Their will is broken. I hope to fix that. Farewell, I will not forget you. All right. Well, that's excellent. So that sounds like the end of a quest chain. And an actual upgraded... So the Pathfinder's silver ring is better than the Pathfinder's gold ring, I guess. Okay. Sure. What do we got here? Okay, more traceries. Right, what's this one? Ah. Last Alliance thing. Okay. And yes, good, that did settle that, so that quest ring should be gone. Okay, I'm finished with Naerband. So that just gave me a little teasing introduction to Urudanî. I got to see her. But that was, well, you know, not very climactic as far as, what's-his-face? Thraknûl was concerned. But I'm just going to move forward in trust for the overall quest line. I've got 2 more places to go where this quest line could continue. Okay. So I need to get back up to the road and then work my way back to Enin-Ur. Down there. Okay. And on the meantime, what's this orange quest again? Oh, yes. Fumaroles and Firegrims. I need one of each. Okay. So I'm just gonna stay on foot because that seems safest until I get back to the road. Because you never know when you're gonna meet a cliff, such as it might be like this, and need to jump off it. So what's that in the distance? Oh, that's Thorjaf in the distance. Okay, so I'm going to want to go vaguely that way after I jump off this cliff. See, and here's another thing. Like, I had no suspicion that... I didn't even know that burglars could jump off cliffs and not break their ankles, though I just... That fall didn't work out so well in that regard, but anyway. Yeah, like the ability to jump off cliffs, the stealth ability. Oh, man. I would probably still be in, like, the Great River if I had to fight everybody the whole time. Like, think how much less I would get accomplished in every stream. Okay, oh. Yes, Mr. Fire Drake, who takes me out of stealth. You were hiding. He's been, like, studying at the Mumak School of Stealth. Did not see him. Whoop. I don't even know what I fell off of just then. Okay, a little overland trek here in Mordor is sketchy at the best of times. Okay, there's Thorshav. Oop, there's a fumarole. Hark. I have to admit, I am looking forward to having that huge orange cover the whole terrain quest off my quest list. Hooray. Okay, one more Grim. And we're set. But now, where am I going? I'm going to go around this way. Huh. Zaghárog, lesser or no, seems like something I don't want to fight, but that Grim certainly is. Yes. You have defeated. I certainly have. Excellent. Okay, and I'm still only 4 levels up on the mobs around here. So that's good. I'll have to keep my eye on that. Unless the level increases. I think I spy the road, but can I get up to it? Yes! Okay, I completed that landscape quest, which was... Oh, that map is so much more pleasant to look at. And now I just have 2 plus the pages. So off we go to Enin-Ur. All right, I had no idea how close I was to finishing Naerband last time. I had barely dared to hope that that was the case. I thought that would be like a whole nother set of quests. Okay. All right. So that is the outside of Naerband, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to go to Enin-Ur, and it looks like I have one of my scouting destinations here. So this Under the Fires of Urudanî, this is the one that like that ranger gave me, which is like the quest where he's like, okay, I'm going to give you a quest to just like do all the quests in this entire area. Which is efficient, you know? Like I do have to commend his efficiency in that regard. Okay. All right. Well, while I'm writing, I will begin answering a lore question. JJ asked a lovely lore question, which I'm delighted to think about because it involves a comment that Tolkien made in one of his letters, which a great deal of emphasis and discussion has been done on one part of this sentence, but very little on the other, and that's the part that JJ was asking about. So hang on a second, let me stop. I don't want to like be riding with my war steed as I turn my head here. So his question was, in letter 265, Tolkien wrote, "It is sad that Narnia and all that part of C.S. Lewis's work should remain outside my range of sympathy, as much as my work was outside his." So the part of that sentence that gets a lot of attention and has had a lot of discussion, I've discussed many times, is the fact that Narnia, Tolkien called the Chronicles of Narnia outside his sympathy. What does that mean? Why was the Chronicles of Narnia outside his sympathy? That's the bridge that I met what's her face Akhrûn by. Okay, so here we go, new territory right after this. However, the part that JJ is asking about is that second part, where Tolkien says that much of his work was outside C.S. Lewis's sympathies. And that seems a little bit less clear. So JJ's question is, which of his works is he referring to as being outside Lewis's sympathy? This is a fantastic question. I will say, on the one hand, I'm not sure I believe it. When Tolkien wrote that, hang on a second. I think I have to discover this little, it's another evil bath here. Okay. Okay, so when he wrote that, I think this was in the time where he and Lewis had been not yet like really estranged, but they weren't as close as they had been before. And as I say, I really don't believe it. Let me be a little gentler. It's not that I'm accusing Tolkien of lying. It's not quite as simple as that. I think that there may well be an element of self-deception here. What is this little place? Are there any quests here? Nargroth? There's a page! That's enough for me. Hey, what's going down, everybody? We've got a leader, skirmisher, randomly bowing. We've got a, what is it? Oh, a flaming altar. That's pretty dramatic. And most importantly, a singed page. Man. I only wish it would let me pick things up from stealth. Oh. How sweet my life would be if that could happen. See, these guys are only 2 levels above me. I'm going to take out the Defiler first. Okay, so I think that, as I say, I suspect there might be a. Oh, all right. Well, that didn't work perfectly. I was just about to heal myself, but I didn't realize how much damage that dude was doing. That leader was really whomping on me there. I think there might be an element of self-deception in it. Let me explain what I mean. C.S. Lewis had been enormously supportive of Tolkien, both privately and publicly. Publicly, because he was a reviewer for the London Times Literary Supplement, which was very influential in book sales. And he wrote a very important review of The Hobbit, which did a great deal to promote The Hobbit sales. So, and then of course he wrote equally emphatic reviews, I should say, at a time when, you know, most of the critics and reviewers.
Fire aside, We Gosh High and Lady Urudanî are still at it, if you can believe it. Building the citadel of Nargroth. The work's nearly done.
Okay, so Nargroth is her headquarters, and that's where we're headed last. So that's fine. Anyway, so, at a time when when all the critics and reviewers in general were panning it, The Lord of the Rings, C.S. Lewis was writing ecstatic reviews, declaring it to be one of the great works of genius of our time, which he was, of course, quite right about. Anyway, just indulging myself with some crafting materials I will probably not use anytime very soon. Anyway, so, but that's just the public debt that he owed to C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis had been one of his dedicated readers for a long time. There were people in the Inklings who did not love The Lord of the Rings and did not like it when Tolkien brought another chapter to read to them. Hugo Dyson was the main example of that, who often said quite unkind things to Tolkien. But that was not Lewis. And so I feel confident in saying, I don't think that Lewis was making it up when he wrote those reviews. Like, I don't think he was just trying to puff his friend and being insincere. I see no evidence whatsoever, and much evidence to the contrary, that Lewis was not in sympathy with The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings. I don't even know what you would build that case from. So I can't think that Tolkien was referring to The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings. And in Ur it's just the gateway to Nurn. Okay. And it's sealed tight because Standing Stone hasn't gotten to it yet. Is there anything to do down here? Nothing at all, huh? So I'm just stopping by to visit. Just to be tantalized by the part of Mordor I can't get to yet. That's fine. Wait, there are pages up ahead along the road? Did I miss them? While I was chatting about C.S. Lewis? I didn't see any, but I've missed them before. That was not a long stretch of road. Should I go back? I did get that one. I don't think there were any just lying along the side of the road. I missed pages in Urudanî? Oh. Well, as you say, we can go back for a final page roundup if it does turn out that I missed some. Okay, so the one inside, what is that? Nargroth. I just did. Did I miss another turnoff? Here, I'll go back. I'll go back. The pages are important, you know? It's my favorite sort of overarching quest technique that they've used so far. The pages, love it. Okay, because I didn't see anything. I was looking for, like, random statues or whatever for little quest areas. I didn't see any along here. Unless there's one in the pool area. I didn't go into the pool area. Just peeked in to get it on my map. Where's Magvadok? Hang on a second. Do I have that? Oh. Yeah. Oh, I see. Back at that... I didn't thoroughly explore, yeah, the place at the junction. Because I was all distracted by the quests that I was sent on there. I do need to repair my armor. I think I've... Yeah, I've lost the stupid expiring stuff. Okay. So, there's... Aha! Right. It's pretty close to right by the road, but yeah, I have to turn and look for it.
Here's what you get for poking your nose where it shouldn't go. That Urudanî woman had some slaves digging into the floor of the ruined chamber. And next thing you know, it was flames everywhere.
Okay. So... That's it then? That's the one in... wherever this is. Gosh. Something or other. Magvadok. Okay, so that was number 6. So who else am I missing? I guess... There's another one? Oh, okay. Oh, because I'm not in Magvadok yet. Oh, so down in there? Yeah, I remember I was going down in there and I was looking for... what's it called? Spies or patrollers or something or other. There's another one down here? Okay. I will look. No effort is too much for us. See, there's a Singe page. That's one I found. I think I found them both then, yeah? Okay. All right, so I'd found that one. Okay, no problem. So I'm got 4, 5, 8, 9, and I've only got, what is it, 6 pages left. Now, tell you what, let's just go on, and if I need to come back to Ordir, I will. I'm glad I came back for that one. But I guess there was nothing to do it, and in Ur, so it's just Nargroth from here. Which means I only have one of the areas left. I've done Fushambal, I've done Thorjaf, I've done Naerband and Ordir, and now I just have Nargroth left. So I'm like 3/4 of the way done with Talath-Uru'i. That's kind of exciting. And when that is done, I will be, what? 1, 2, 3, 4/5 of the way done with Mordor. I have to admit, I was surprised. So today's episode is the 22nd episode in Mordor. Like, I'm surprised I'm as far along as I am. Like that. I mean, at this pace, I'll be done in fewer than 30. And I'm comparing to, you know, other significant areas of this kind, and it seems like less than I would have expected. I would have thought I'd be here in Mordor for, like, you know, a year and a half or something. But all right, there we go. Thank you, Edith. I will find the 4 pages in Nargroth, and then I will come back. Oh, look, it's Harthalin. Oh, right, because I'm finally caught up with the epic. The epic was sending me straight over here. Hey, Harthalin. How's it going? Oh, you don't want to talk to me yet.
This is the road to Nargroth, but I have found something else that may be of use.
There is a watching stone a short distance to the north of here, and I sense that it may have seen something concerning the Gurjul. Okay. I'll check it out. Thraknûl. I don't know, there might be a page in here, too. Ah, completed a deed. Alright, let's see, what do we have? Lots of artifact chests and things. There it is! Right on the altar. I don't think I can... No. I'm gonna have to fight these guys. Oh. Oops. Okay. At least there are no leaders here this time.
And strangest of all, we still serve the Eye. Or at least that's what our new master says. All commands come down from him to Urudanî. Nah! Orders are orders. That's what I've always said.
Oh, it's a rare treasure chest. With no treasure. Those are so useless. What's the good of a treasure chest with no treasure in it? Even the, like, crafting items that I'm probably not going to use are of more use. Okay, excellent. So that's 5 singed pages left. 4 in Nargroth and then the 1 more to hunt. Okay, but that's not, this isn't, in fact, where Harthalin was sending me. Let's see. We're going up towards, but not quite all the way to Agarnaith. Oh, it's another evil pool, and I think I discovered them all. Yes. See, you can tell I'm on the downward slope here because I'm completing deeds all over the place now. I found all of the tainted reserves. I found this, the Tower of Thraknûl. Yeah, hang on. Outposts along the burning plain. That's the other one I just finished. Seeker of Roads. It's kind of a fun title. I don't want to be called Darkwater. Just for, like, poking my nose over the threshold of those. Forget about it. Okay, so what do I have left here? Yeah, a bunch of ones I'm not going to finish. Complete Nargroth Explorer. Maybe I'll do that one. Complete rare Gorgoroth chest? No. Or treasure? No. That's why I didn't do any of these other ones. Okay. The last reserves? Huh. Blosronk. Wasn't that the dwarf pool where I met the dwarves? Huh. Okay. Yeah, this random treasure ones. There's my quest. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, we are on the downward slope. Only 3 more quests until I complete the quest deed. Oh, Tales of Gorgoroth. Okay, this matters. Complete the Black Book of Mordor, Chapter 4. I'm still in Chapter 3. Complete the Talath Urudanî quest. Complete the Agarnaith quest. Okay. Good, we're making progress here. Of course, I'm going to do the Tales of Gorgoroth. Wouldn't miss any of them. Lost Lore. Oh, yes. So many pages still in my future. Yeah, I'm finishing the Talath Urudanî one. I've got another one in Agarnaith. And then they just... Wait. Naerband prison? There's a separate one? What? Abyss of Mordath? What are we talking about here? Are those just like in my future, even though they seem like places from my past? I don't understand. Phil, I agree. It would be nice if they could split this deed page up a bit. Oh no, some of the pages are instanced. Oh. Oh, that is bad. Yeah, so we'd need to I'd need to posse up for that. Might have to. I mean, it's the Pages quest, you know? I gotta have the complete set. But anyway, I've gone too far anyhow. So, oh. Well, I got a bookshelf, yes, but like, I don't, I don't have anywhere to put the bookshelf. So, that means a little, oh. There, oh right, it's the one down in the middle of the lava. I remember this. The epic, of course, I've done before with Wigand. Yeah, I remember looking down into this area. However, Wigand isn't able to do that. Okay. A presence regard me from within the carven stone.
Use caution, my friend.
Washing stones are oft the home of fell spirits, bound there for eternity, and they bear no love for such as we. Okay. Hi. Did it talk? It was very faint. The carven stone is dreadful in form, and it does not seem out of place within Gorgoroth. But there is something else that sets it apart, a cold and watchful presence. And then there is more. A voice that whispers in your head. Images rise unbidden behind your eyes. They are drained of color, as if... Oh, the images, not my eyes. As if the one who created them has no knowledge of shade or hue. You see a place of darkness and a tiny point of light flickering high above. Then below there is a knife held in a cruel fist. It descends in an arc and blood flows from a wound. The darkness deepens. The voice in your head speaks no words, but you are suddenly awash in a questioning sea. You recover your own words enough to reply, yes, the Gurjul. The interrogative waves vanish as quickly as they had arrived. In their... hang on. So this is a symbolic depiction of the making of the Gurjul, right? So the Gurjul are sort of sacrificed and wraithified, or quasi-wraithified, is my understanding of the Gurjul thing, right? So like they're stabbed with a Morgul blade and quasi-wraithified, thereby made immortal, etc. Kind of, more or less. Yeah, there was a special knife that Sauron used. That's what I recall too. So the tiny point of light flickering above the darkness is like the life, I guess, of the original person who is sacrificed with the knife. But anyway, Gryfflet's following and is like, oh yeah, we're talking about the Gorgul right here. The interrogative waves vanished as quickly as they had arrived. In their place is an overwhelming sensation, the promise of knowledge and secrets held close for centuries. As you try to express that such knowledge will be welcome, it is whisked cruelly away, dangled just out of reach. The giving sensation is gone, replaced with a taking desire. You see a prison in your mind's eye, and the details are so clear you know it is a real place. The spirit shows you a certain cell in this prison and a scorched skull in one corner. The images fade and the whispering voice returns. It speaks a single word, but the word is enough. The word is want. You were released from the spirit's hold, and the whispering in your head fades away. The presence remains, regarding you silently. Okay, find the scorched skull in a cell within the prison of Naerband. Naerband? Back to Naerband. Using the information in your quest journal? What? That's unusual. The spirit of the stone outside Nargroth showed you the location of a scorched skull within a cell in Naerband. If you understood its wish correctly, it has promised to tell you about the Gorgul if you return with the skull. Okay. You witnessed that Naerband consists of 3 large chambers. Okay, I'll take your word that I observed that. Connected by hallways and subdivided by walls and iron bars. That I do remember. The skull is on the floor of a cell in the southwestern corner of the largest northernmost chamber. Okay? All right? I'm with you. The iron door to the cell was half open, and you saw flame spirits floating over the fog-covered floor. All right? Thanks for the strong hints there. I appreciate that. Okay. Right. Back to Naerband then. So Harthalin, you're never gonna, like...
Why would this spirit want you to undertake this task?
You tell Harthalin what the spirit in the stone showed to you, and she spends a moment in thought. From your description, it sounds to me that this skull will be found in the prison of Naerband, south of the Khash Gorm. But why would the spirit wish for you to find this skull, if that is truly what it wants? I can see no immediate harm from completing this task, but remain alert. Spirits such as the one bound to this stone have a reputation for deceit. All right, fair enough. Okay. How do I get out of here? I don't want anything to do with that Rogamul if I can help it. So I'm going to circle back up to the road, giving fire drakes young and old as wide a berth as I can. All right. And back to Naerband. So I guess we can take a look for that that 5th page after all. I admit surprise. I thought it was going to send us into Nargroth. That seemed to be the trajectory here. But then I did note that we left Naerband rather abruptly, and although the whole all of the quest chains that we had connected to it seemed to have tied up pretty easily, or not easily, but thoroughly is what I mean. You know, we didn't get to duke it out with Thraknûl or anything. Okay. So back we go. As we go back, let me resume my conversation about C.S. Lewis and Tolkien. So, as I said, the last thing that I said, as I recall, was that I think all of the evidence is in favor of the idea that Lewis was indeed quite strongly in sympathy with The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Therefore, it would seem necessary to believe that Tolkien was not in sympathy with the Silmarillion materials. I can't imagine that it's like Farmer Giles of Ham, like one of his lesser works, one of his more minor works. If he is basically saying I was out of sympathy with Narnia, and if he's making that sound symmetrical in some way, right? And so if it's gonna be symmetrical, then the only thing that's symmetrical to Narnia, it has to be either the Lord of the Rings project, or generally including The Hobbit in there, or the Silmarillion stuff. I mean, there's really nothing else that would be symmetrical to like what Narnia was in Lewis's writings. And we know it's not The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. Ergo, by process of elimination, it would seem that Tolkien only can be referring to the Silmarillion. So, is there evidence that C.S. Lewis was in fact not in sympathy with, now how do I get through here? Straight. Very little that I can recall offhand. One of the strongest pieces of evidence that we have suggests quite clearly that Lewis loved it. I'm thinking, of course, of C.S. Lewis's delightful commentary on the Lay of Leithian, right? When Tolkien gave C.S. Lewis a draft of the Lay of Leithian to read, he seemed really to like it a lot. So, okay, we're going to come up here, and then we're going to go Is this the one we've got to turn right to go to? Yeah, and then down. And then here's the first of the big thing, and then the southwest corner. Half open door. Okay, this is the southwest corner, but it doesn't have to be the actual corner. Next level down? Okay, but it said the northernmost room divided by... Right? It said... the largest... Okay. You witnessed that Naerband consists of 3 large chambers, connected by hallways and subdivided by walls and iron bars. It seems to describe this. Huh. Okay. Let me just do, because, all right, so there's a Nirnhoth over here. The only doors. So this one's not open, no skulls. And this one's not open, no skulls. Okay. It's in the top right of the map? But that's not the southwest. This is the northeast corner. Okay. So let's explore the theory that it's not in this room. In the... Not this room, surely. Okay. Hi, Mr. Nirnhoth captive. I don't know why you're here or what I can do for you. But I wish you nothing but the best. Okay, so are there stairs around here? Oh, I didn't enjoy Naerband the first time, and I'm not enjoying it that much the second time. Okay, so there's the stairs here. So I go down the stairs. Fire spirits. Okay, so this room. The under room. And then the southwest corner of this. It did mention flame spirits. Okay. Oh, come on, flame spirits. Stop being annoying. I can't stealth around them because of their AoE effect. I'm so spoiled. When I'm, like, compelled to fight things, I feel, like, all resentful. Alright, hang on now. Door ajar. Scorched skull. Yes. Oh, sweet. And there is a mithril coin. Malice emanates from the skull. Scorched by heat, it is neither splintered nor cracked. Coming straight back to you. Oh, straight back indeed. All right.
Zaghárog.
You place the skull at the base of the stone, and the images return. Once again, you see the prison of Naerband, but something this time is different. It takes you a moment to reconcile what has changed, but held in the grip of the spirit, it is impossible to tell how long the moment might have been. The prison stands in the shadow of Urudanî, and then you see it. The southern slope of the mountain is intact. The Zaghárog has not yet been made. The images flicker behind your eyes, and you see that Naerband is filled with prisoners. Downtrodden Nirnhoth, rebellious Easterlings, and Haradrim deserters rattle the cages of their cells. Their jailers walk the corridors of Naerband, and they tap their weapons on the iron doors, and they scrape their blades on the iron walls, and they tap their boots on the iron floor. You are seized by a sensation of eager anticipation, but it does not belong to you. It comes from the Whispering Spirit and fills you with revulsion and dread. Then the mountain blazes and the southern slope explodes in a shower of rock and flame. The torrent flows inexorably down the side of Urudanî, and the rocky plain becomes a lake of fire, the Zaghárog. The images become sharper and more distinct, as if the spirit seeks to draw your attention. At last you understand. As the lava pooled at the foot of Urudanî, the iron prison of Naerband became superheated by its proximity to the lake of fire. Naerband became more than a prison, it became an oven. You close your eyes to shut out the sight, and at last the spirit relents, its price paid. Zaghárog. What was it like? Zaghárog, it says to you, the name of the spirit in the stone. At least, that's what I assume. All right, Harthalin. What do you think about this story?
What did you see?
You recount the terrible images, and Harthalin glares at the watching stone with disgust. It is a spirit fell and cruel. Of that there can be no mistake. Am I right in thinking that you have paid its price?
What does Zaghárog know that is of use to us?
You paid Zaghárog's price, and now he owes you information concerning the Gúrziúl. Okay. So... Ooh, I'm getting close to finally completing chapter 3.1. I have to say it's a really unsatisfactory, way of laying it out, you know? That, it's taken me, months now to complete chapter 3.1? That's okay. Witness what he wishes to tell you. Okay. Images. Images swirl behind your eyes, and Zaghárog whispers to you of times long ago. Oh, well, times long ago instance.
Here, no.
See here, no? Okay. Fate of the Stone Maiden. Oh, right, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm wraithified. Little fire wraith. Urudanî Stone Maiden. There she is, looking non-incendiary. Okay, she used to be a black Númenorian of fierce countenance and low décolletage. Okay.
Urudanî Gúrziúl.
She is a woman of Númenor, possessed of a cold beauty. The images that float before your eyes are hazy and indistinct, but even so her beauty is tainted by this cruel expression she wears, and the malice in her eyes. Urudanî, whispers Zaghárog. Gúrziúl. I grow impatient with these constant delays, worm! How many more of your kind must I slay to motivate you creatures? None, Mr. Stone Maiden. We work as hard as we can. Lord Sauron has granted me this boon, a fortress of my own in a place of my choosing. I have chosen these caverns of fire to house my citadel. The tremors are nothing compared to my displeasure. Sorry, the mountain erupts again. The tremors are nothing compared to my displeasure. Do they fear the shaking of the mountain, or do they fear Urudanî's Stone Maiden? I will remind them not to cross one of Lord Sauron's Gúrziúl. So she's already a Gúrziúl, prior to becoming all. Lazy maggots, wretched, slothful worms! Why have you stopped? I want my citadel constructed! A horror comes. What is this? Bangarost the Horror. Alright. Huh. Big old fire spirit, huh? Okay, so this is Nargroth. Wanted to make sure I knew what we were talking about. Okay. And Nargroth isn't that close to the mountain, but I guess, okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Borangos, the horror.
In appearance, the creature seems similar to the Regmule you have encountered, but its terrible majesty is an order of magnitude greater than the others. Even the hazy dreamscape conjured by Zaghárog, this Rogmule is a terrifying presence. Borangos, Zaghárog whispers in your mind. Borangos, the horror. I shall take this place for my own. No, you will die for your intrusion, interloper. Oh, and that does not go well. You will serve me now. The mistress is dead. Follow me, boys. Okay.
Urudanî. No more.
Okay.
Sauron wonders why, and sends his Nazgûl.
The woe of Khan, the bane of Hrûn, the high sorcerer of Harad, and the Witch King. Upon whose authority was this fortress completed? Ah, so the orcs have been transformed by that big old dude. Alright. The orc that appears before you is different than those that served Urudanî, but you have seen this kind before. He is one of the Gash High. What has Borangos done to the orcs of this place? My master is the lord of this keep. Come! Who claims now to rule Urudanî's fortress? Yeah. Well, there he is. Up on the second story. Don't forget to look up, guys. You guys have pulled that stunt on me often enough. Who comes to my domain? This is the domain of Sauron. None rule here without his leave. Where is the Gurzul? Where is Urudanî? Tell me of this Sauron. What, you've never even heard of him before? He is our lord, giver of gifts and ruler of all. He rewards those who swear fealty to him. You cannot take this fortress, but it might be given. I would speak with your lord. Okay. This is a great instance, by the way.
Sauron gained a new servant.
Okay.
To replace the one he lost.
Just like pure storytelling instance. Love it. I'm still in the instance, though. I'm still all wraithy. Hey there, burning apparition.
But the stone maiden returned. Changed.
The woman is composed entirely of fire, a being of burning flames. She stares past you sightlessly, and you hear the voice of Zaghárog in your mind. But the stone maiden returned, changed. The image has become faint. Zaghárog will soon release his hold on you, and you must be content with what he has shown you. Okay. Good story.
What did he show to you?
You recount the tale of Borangos the Horror and the fate of Urudanî Stone Maiden, as told to you by Zaghárog. When you have finished, Harthalin laughs mirthlessly. I thought this expedition was supposed to answer our questions, not raise more of them. We have learned of the Guruzul only for another player to enter the field. The situation in Nargroth grows more complex by the day. Still, we will unravel these tangled threads. That is what we do, is it not? That's right, Harthalin. That's it? Talk to Mithrandir in Kirith, so I'm finally done. Oh my goodness, today is the day? Wow. Back to the Black Gate it is. Back with Ayorzén the Wily.
Your adventures in Llingris and Talat Urwi raise further questions.
Why would the Gash High pledge to support Ugrachor? What has become of Borangos following the defeat of Sauron? And to what end does Urudanî walk the land again so changed? These questions must wait. I have heard worrisome tidings from Agarnaith, the bloody gore. Few have gone there, but those who have returned to speak of a dangerous and growing threat. But Gandalf, I haven't done Nargroth yet.
Some vile work is being conducted in Agarnaith.
And we must learn what it signifies for Gondor and for Middle-earth. I find it curious that our well-informed Easterling has not spoken of Agarnaith to us. Does he keep the secrets of that land with the hope of blinding us to the threat it poses? I do not like his silence on this matter. You must go to Agarnaith and learn what transpires within, but do not go alone. I believe you should bring Ayorzén with you, and find out what he knows of the bloody gore. No. I'm gonna... Gandalf, if it's alright, I'm gonna go do Nargroth first. Okay? Okay. But man, I gotta say, I'm doing some quest clearing now. Okay, so the epic next takes me to Agarnaith, so I'll wait to do that until I'm done. Which means I'm going to head back to Malgashtu, unfortunately. And then ride back to Nargroth. What time is it? Ah, I still got a little bit of time. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Oh, hang on a second. There is somebody here who might repair my armor.
This is far from fair Ithilien.
Thank you. Okay. Well, that's worth the price of admission. Now, so I don't have anywhere else that this stable master can go that's closer, right? Yeah, Dingarth, Udun Foothold, yeah. The Agarnaith Ranger Camp. I should have gone up and found it when I was there. I was kind of thinking about that, and then I put it off, but... Can I?
Come, come.
I'm going to get there anyway. That's what we're going to do. We're going to Mithril Coin to there. Okay. And then I'm going to find the stable master, honestly. And there's a blood-stained page right there. 2 of them! Look at that! Right here in the camp! But I'm not, 3! Holy cow! Look at this! It's like the mother lode of pages, but they're the wrong pages. I'm a singed page boy right now. And I'm not going to open up a second Lost Lore quest. Okay. Great. Now I'm going to go back to Nargroth, rather. Oh, Agarnaith was comparatively pleasant. Atmospherically, I mean. Alright, so we're going to go into Nargroth. And the final phase of the Mammoth quest that was given to us by that ranger dude at the beginning. Okay. Stop. What's wrong with you? Come on, Wayward. You don't think I'm going to keep that opinion that Agarnaith is more pleasant? Yeah, maybe not. Okay. So there's an orc camp near here? Well, okay, so I got the page that was over in there. Is there... So I got the one that was here in Thraknûl. Is there another one? Orc camp, I mean? Oh, okay, hang on. Might as well find that. And then have Nargroth be the great and triumphant conclusion to all of our searchings and all of our toil in Urudanî. Okay, to the west, a little bit back towards Naerband, huh? All right. So there's a turnoff from here? Is it before the turnoff to Naerband? And in rather? Too far. I'm confused. The only one that I see is that... Oh, there! Yeah, I did miss that. Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of... The path was kind of nestled here under the... Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, easier to see. It was easier to see from the south. Okay. Hey, guys. Heard rumors y'all have a singed page in here. Just coming in here to relieve you of that. Yeah. Good day, everybody. You're still only 2 levels behind me, so I can keep leveling with impunity. Oh, great. A fire drake. Hey, guys. Looking for pages. Just looking for pages. Okay. The drakes walking around make this a little more challenging. Oh, what happened there? Oh, look! It was calling my attention to the fact that I almost missed the singed page. Okay. Yeah, they tripped me up because they have the page. That was really quite kind of them. Thoughtful, even. All right.
There was still fire and heat everywhere in that wreckage, mind you. And most of the orcs and slaves were dead as roast pigs. I reckoned our fool of a headmistress was too.
Okay. Now I just have to leave successfully. That fire drake lurking in the middle of the path is not going to be trivial, but we'll do what we can. All right. Okay. Fantastic. So now, there we are. This is it. Nargroth alone awaits. Nargroth, the final quest of Talath-Uruwi, and the last 4 singed pages. And then Talath-Uruwi will be done. How satisfying. Okay, so now we head into Nargroth, the final frontier. And we'll get some quests, presumably, as soon as I walk in the door. Fire trolls. Lovely. So I don't think I've ever been in Nargroth because obviously the Epic Quest didn't send me in here, which means Wigan didn't go in here. So this is my first trip into Nargroth ever. Okay. Quests anytime. Why is the complete quest in Nargroth quest ring? Where is it even pointing me? I'm just wondering why it's pointing me off in this direction. Oh, it's also 6,000 meters away, so presumably it's like way up at Dora Marth or something like that. Or, you know. Okay. That's fine. So I'm just going to assume that I'm going to find things. Am I in the Nargroth map yet? No. This is very scenic, though. I like it. And apparently this is a feature. So, like, this is not a result of the eruption. This is how it always was. Oh. Hey, it's got a statue of Balgroth the Horror. Okay. So it was Borgroth or Boshnog or whatever his name is, the horror dude. Who made the Kashai and the Borangos. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It was Borangos who made the Kashai. Let's see what more I can learn of this story here. There's a watching stone. Yeah, I noticed that right away. Hi, watching stone. The stone statue before you seems to gaze upon your presence. You feel as if the statue is trying to greet you and impede you at the same time. The gaze begins to burn into your head. There is a sharp pain and you feel compelled to utter the words demand and offering. It almost feels as if someone is controlling your speech. The pain slowly subsides. You are released from the spirit's hold, though it continues to cast its gaze upon you. Perhaps you should find an offering to appease it. This just seemed to, pop into your head, that idea. Playing with fire. Okay, yeah, let's make an offering to a statue of an evil spirit. This sounds like a great way to get things started. I can't think of anyone who would disapprove of such an action for any reason. Seems like just the right thing to do. Okay, so this is just a little, I don't even know what that is, but okay, just a little terrace up here. Little fiery terrace. Symmetrical fiery terrace on the other side? Yeah, seems to be. Okay. So in fact, there's only one way through here, and that's behind the statue. Okay. Yeah, there's so many bits sticking out around. I want to make sure I'm not missing passageways. Because this, yeah, see, like this is just another little blind corner over here. Okay. All right, so this is in fact the only way through. Great. Great. And we have our first success.
The construction on the upper floors has started, but something happened today. We seem to have dug into a large chamber separate from the main cavern.
Okay, so the numbers of the pages, why are they so random? Wouldn't it be fun to collect them, like, in order? Oh. Hi, Mr. Flame Spirit. You seem a little bit more incendiary than the other Flame Spirits I've met, perhaps? But that's alright. Okay. Corroded small chest, which is not super tempting. Ah, but that singed page is super tempting. Okay, we've got a right-hand turn, left-hand turn, and we go straight. Oh, I obtained a suitable offering? What offering is that? That orc? I bet
There's runes carved all around. On the walls, the floor, the ceiling. Mistress Urudanî finds them interesting enough. If it were up to me, we'd leave them well enough alone.
Okay, so, yeah. A volcanic trinket? What? Okay. Apparently, from the corpse of that defiler, I have burgled a volcanic trinket, which I have intuited is just the sort of offering that he wants. You place the volcanic trinket next to the watching stone. Its gaze engulfs your every movement. When the offering is placed and you step back, you start to feel strange. You close your eyes and see a large creature sitting atop a throne of fire. Startled, you open your eyes and feel compelled to speak the words Borangos, horror, Nargroth, and wait. Again, a pain swells in your head. This time you hear a voice call out to you. It sounds both distant as a lost miner yelling in a collapsed cavern, and as near as a soft whisper in your ear. Path of ember, path of fire, path of ash. With those words, you are released from the spirit's hold. You feel as if the statue has accepted your offering and will now permit you to freely explore the caverns of fire. Explore the path of ember, fire, and ash, huh? Okay, here we go. Many young fire drakes are born within the caverns of Nargroth, gaining strength before they leave their nests. If the plateau of Gorgoroth is ever to become safe, you will need to defeat fire drakelings and their nests. Okay. One should be careful when traversing the domain of Borangos, for many creatures of fire lurk within the caverns of Nargroth. You decide to defeat some of these creatures as you delve further into the fire. Fire Grims, Rashai, and Flame Spirits. Okay, so kill a bunch of folks. That's not surprising. The Remgul in Nargroth serve Borangos the Horror. Their presence shows the power that Borangos holds over the caverns of fire. You should defeat any Remgul that you come across and destroy the shrines they worship. Okay. Destroy shrines to Borangos. Alright. So I'm just wrecking things. My only quests are purely like mayhem and destruction. No burning tents, no finding supplies, No freeing captives. Just seek and destroy missions. Oh, Regmule. I was saying Remgul, wasn't I? Sorry, Regmule. I was focused so much on the vowel that I screwed up the consonants. Yeah. Okay. Are these guys part of my quest? Yeah, flame spirits. I only need 4 of them, and I hope there aren't that many, because their AoE is wide. They pull me out of stealth from a distance. I hate it when they just hide like this. Like, what's even the point? Okay. So I am entering the path of Ember, Fire, and Ash, and then I'm defeating bunches of stuff. I'm gonna go on the right here and assume that this is there is a Rogmul. Is this a one of the? Whoa, help me. Okay. I don't know if this is one of the paths in question or not, but yeah. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Could you turn around? Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh man, I need to get 8 of those. All right. I've already gotten 2 of the singed pages, which is super exciting. So, but I'm gonna keep exploring everywhere. And this is another. No, it's not. Before I go downstairs, let me look around this corner over here. Okay. Maybe this doesn't go far. Pair of Defilers, another Rogmule. Pivot about, please. Thank you. Okay, no pages, but a dead end, so that I made the right choice. All right, well, I might as well. Okay. Wait, there wasn't a shrine here, was there? I'm supposed to destroy all these shrines, and I haven't found one yet. Alright, now I'll go down the stairs. Okay. I can't see anything. Just going to assume that I'm doing some good here. Okay. All right. Well, I needed a couple of those anyway. A small chest. So the only drake nests and shrines are the only 2 objects I'm looking for, other than just people to fight. Is that Fire and Grim moving around? Yeah, it is. It's frankly counterintuitive that the Fire Grims don't have an AoE effect. Okay. Ooh, look, a Drinkling nest. How many Grims do I need? Oh, I need 4 of them. I don't have to fight everyone that I find. I'll probably aggro some accidentally. Like now, for instance. Okay. Oh, hang on. You're on fire, Gryfflet. Put yourself out. There you go. Stop, drop, and roll. Okay. There's a drake nest. Okay. Oops, I am just about out of time. Alright, and just sort of demolish it. Okay, so where am I now? I'm looping around doing the southern loop, huh? Okay. Cool. Cool. It's all good. All right. Well, obviously I am not going to finish Nargroth today. Never expected I would. So next time we're going to finish Nargroth and therefore finish Tallath Urudanî. We're going to have story time for the Singed Pages, the Singed Page collection. That'll be excellent. And then it'll be off to Agarnaith, and I'll go back to Gandalf and Ayorzén and come at Agarnaith from there, I think. Awesome. Thanks for joining me today. Really good to be back with you guys again. I believe that I will be here next week. Let's see, what is today? Today is the 18th. So yeah, I'll be here next week, the 25th. I will not be here the week after that. So I will, I'll be gone for 1 week. I'll be going to pick up my son. He's at a summer program this year, so my wife and I have a quiet home. We're practicing empty nesting this summer. It's been fun. But anyway, I will be back. It's one of the reasons why I've been traveling so much, because my wife and I have been traveling about the last couple of weeks. Anyway, but I should be able to see you guys next week. So thanks for. Oh, I didn't finish the C.S. Lewis discussion. Almost did. Remind me to come back and tidy that up next time. I'll finish that up next week. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world. If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.